Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. The men of old breathed clear down to their heels. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. Money is better than poverty, if only for financial reasons. Living never wore one, so much as the effort not to live. People ought to fight to keep their law as to defend the city's walls. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Great results can be achieved with small forces. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. Staying in the past won't help you move on to your future. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. A lack of clarity could put the brakes on any journey to success. Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. There is no truth, Stephanie said mistressly, only perspectives. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. Face your life, its pain, its pleasure. Leave no path untaken. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. All men know the use of the useful, but nobody knows the use of the useless. Don't fast forward through life. You'll miss all the good stuff along the way. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. In the end, you have to choose whether or not to trust someone. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. Your time is way too valuable to be wasting on people that can't accept who you are. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. Small good decisions will lead you to the glorious path of success. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. The more powerful the class, the more it claims not to exist. Here, in this quiet place we own, worlds are born. Run the voodoo down. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. Rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him. Everything is relative in this world, where change alone endures. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. When you know what you want, and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it. You don't destroy what you want to acquire in the future. Consideration for others is the basis of a good life, a good society. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. Men do less than they ought, unless they do all they can. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. I think it was the institution. I was trying to master it. Grace isn't a little prayer you chant before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. If the enemy has occupied them before you, do not follow him, but retreat and try to entice him away. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Therefore, the good fighter will be terrible in his onset and prompt in his decision. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. Be patient when becoming someone you haven't been before. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more. To shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are. Life is worth living when you have someone to share it with. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. I can chase you, and I can catch you, but there is nothing I can do to make you mine. kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. Health is hearty. Health is harmony. Health is happiness. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite.